Been a while, but trying another live game. Season's just started. I'm like 5 and something, maybe 8. Yeah, 5 and 8. Don't really understand a lot of the matchups anymore because I've been gone for a while. It seems like you can just go mutas in ZVZ now, which was never the case previously. Well, not never, but you would die to roach pressure in response a lot. And I definitely wasn't able to do that to my opponents when they went for it. No, a couple of games I've played where they did that. Now that could just be that I've fallen off on my actual execution, and that would certainly be supported by my MMR loss in the last couple of seasons since I've been playing so few games. But we'll see how that goes. Don't have a good read on what really is going on yet this season. Early in the season it's often a lot of all-ins though. Oh hey, a diamond person. Terran. Okay, well, Terran is pretty easily my worst matchup. I'm very bad at watching the minimap, and I'm very bad at splitting my units to defend correctly. So we'll see. Just gonna try to play Ling Bane and then maybe Hydras.
Good luck, have fun.
And see how that goes.
You
Just
have
doing
not
a standard
enough
opener,
minerals.
17s for everything. I think maybe I'm getting my third too late in this matchup also. Oh, this map has watchtowers on it. See, I'm still learning the maps here too, so
We require more overlords.
that's definitely going to be an issue for the season. Watchtower, it's on the high ground by a wall. Alright. Make sure I don't miss my drones here. I'll send one down and make it natural right away. Is that intended to be your third? I think it is.
We require more minerals.
I like expanding along the side of the map more. Oh, I grabbed 2 drones. So bad. Okay. I guess I said 17s for everything. It's actually 17, then 18, then 18 that I've been playing, so. I've been putting my pool sort of between
Mine more minerals.
You can't buy stuff on credit in this
my
game.
main and my natural so that it's hard to pick off with the drop. Not that it matters, they just kill my whole army or all my workers, since, as I said, I've been kind of bad at splitting against that and putting units in place. Need to make sure I make an overlord on 19 so I don't get supply blocked later. I'm also getting supply blocked on 44 a bunch, so I need to get that corrected. I'm intending to use 100 gas right away to get Zergling speed, then take 2 off gas for a bit to get more minerals faster. Well, it should be able to make 2 queens, Zergling speed, and some Zerglings as soon as the pool is ready. How do I have both my hatcheries hotkeyed? No. Okay, they're building on location. Let's build an overlord to replace this one that's possibly going to die. Making a reactor.
They're attacking your base, you know.
Factory. That's presumably a Reaper. Yep. Oh, and I didn't. Okay. Make more queens at both bases just to have more defense, because Hellions seem like they are still popular.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, where's that Reaper down here? Okay. They have changed the creep tumors since the last time I played regularly, so that they now... Oh, see, this is when I should be taking a third. Or wait, does Zergling speed finish? As soon as Zergling speed finishes,
A new queen has
that's
emerged.
going to finish one down the way.
You're under
It's
attack.
okay.
Siege up.
Evolution complete.
A new queen has emerged.
That's not what I'm building eBay. Thank you. So you can't actually cancel a building creep tumor anymore.
Need more energy.
See, I still got blocked on 44, even trying to not get blocked on 44. I'd like to get my queens up here though. I connect my bases with the creep. So I want to stand on the tumor and not have it die to Hellions. And I
We
can
must
avoid
spawn more
that.
overlords.
Okay, so they're walling here.
Whoa. You need
So
more
I need to
energy, little
put
guy.
back on gas. Get the layer. Drone up. Need to get the gas. Start the evos.
Unacceptable command.
Need more energy.
I'll actually spread some creep here. You know, I don't have the Baneling nest.
Whoa.
That is a
you need
really
more
late
energy, little
Baneling nest,
guy.
but it's okay.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I started my gases too late to start my upgrades properly.
Not enough energy.
Unacceptable command.
Don't really know what my opponent's doing. I'm gonna get the armor upgrade because it's
Not
good
enough
against all
Vespian
Terran
gas.
units, and then melee because I'm making lings.
Unacceptable command.
So going over here to spot for drops, here to spot for drops. Got Baneling
Whoa,
speed up.
you're
in
engaging
time,
the opponent,
but
A new queen has
make
emerged.
some more Zerglings. Oh, actually, I need to make the Hydralisk gun too. I think I'm not die to drops coming over here if I can avoid it. Actually, this seems maybe good against drops too. Another round of drones. Actually, I need to check what my opponent is doing because I haven't done that in a while. So what do you got going on over here? Battle cruisers. Oh, more queens.
Hey, your base is under attack. Your forces are taking damage.
Your drones are under attack.
My baby.
That's unfortunate. So I need
More over.
Evolution.
Our drones are under queen attack. Has emerged. Your forces are under attack.
Our forces are under attack.
Mutation
I'm
complete.
just making more
So creative.
drones to replace the ones that died. Let's not actually send one Hydra. Gotta have actually Hydras here.
A new queen has emerged.
Seriously. So, both the range upgrades.
You need more
Need
minerals.
actually the
In
attack
my
upgrade
day,
for
we
the
mined 8
Hydralisks if
minerals
they're
at a
making
time.
battle cruisers. I also need to actually inject.
We need more monies.
Minerals.
Send some of you guys back to the main.
Mineral field depleted.
What's actually going on over here?
A new queen has emerged.
Unacceptable command.
Oh, you know what? I actually need a Spire if they're making battle cruisers, because Hydras aren't going to cut it.
We require more overlords.
Not enough energy.
Unacceptable command.
Evolution.
So many more overlords.
That field's been mined out.
Don't really see what they're up to. This looks like just bio. Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, I definitely need some corruptors.
Mutation complete.
Mineral field depleted. Not enough
Corruptors to hopefully
Control. Only 5 gas per
handle
barrel.
this. Actually, I wanted to send some
Evolution complete.
Zerglings.
Hey, your base is under attack.
It's a trap!
You're under
Mutation
attack.
complete.
Siege
So
up.
Deal with that noise.
your forces are under attack!
Okay. So I want to get both attack upgrades, continue toward Hive, and
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
defend the drops.
Your base is under attack again.
I didn't even get the cancel on it, that's alright.
You're engaging the opponent.
Perfect. Pass it on without even really. Okay.
Mutation complete.
Oh, you know what? There's the watchtowers here. I should really be having those.
We're running out of minerals back home.
Your forces are taking damage. Your forces are under attack! A new queen
Let's
has
go
emerged.
ahead and see if we can get some workers up here.
You're engaging the opponent. We're running out of minerals back home.
Mutation. A creep tumor's under attack.
You're under attack. Siege up.
Battle cruisers.
Spawn more overlords.
Mineral field depleted. Your forces are taking damage. We must spawn more overlords.
Let me make a hive.
Your warriors have
actually.
engaged the enemy.
So bad at defending that. I think that I need to take multiple. Okay. So I'd like to make some corruptors. I need to make Some more workers.
Unacceptable command.
That mineral field's gone. Don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah, let's make this all one set of units.
That field's been mined out.
Your forces are under attack!
Spawn more overlords.
We're running out of minerals back home.
Your forces are taking damage.
Yes.
We require more overlords. That field's been mined out. Hope you have an expansion.
Unacceptable command.
Hey, your base is under attack. It's a trap!
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Let's jump on top of this before it comes to me.
Mine more minerals.
You can't buy stuff on credit in this game.
Really. See, all these guys need to be over here. Is my Greater Spire almost done? Yes. Alright.
Spawn more overlords.
Not enough minerals.
Call you can actually assault their base right here.
That field. You have not enough minerals.
Vespian Geyser exhausted. Not enough minerals.
Let's grab all your dudes. To go here.
Mine more. You're under attack. Siege up. Our forces are under attack. You're engaging the opponent.
Mineral field depleted. We need more money.
Minerals.
Your forces are
We require more minerals.
not enough minerals.
You're engaging the opponent. We're running out of minerals.
Alright, got there. I mean, that was a total disaster of a game, but take a look. Okay. So I did basically a standard opener that I've been playing for ever now, of just Ashgas Pool, made some Hydralisks, made a Spire eventually. Could have been maybe sooner. The goal is to get to Broodlords and maybe get more than just the 3 I had also, but I was too low on minerals because I kept having trouble having that 4th up. I also didn't realize I had my drones up at the main standing idle for so long when they mined out the main base. Okay, let's get this back down to a more reasonable speed to watch. That all seems pretty reasonable. I'm kind of blind to what my opponent was doing, but I did say they were walling at the front. And I do see that their attack path here I had an eye on, and here I had an eye on. However, I don't think I actually saw the Hellions. I just kind of assumed they might be coming. Which worked out, because my queens were in the right place.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Right, so there's the Hellions getting deflected, which is fine. Although I really do need to keep them. Well, no, the creep is keeping a pretty good eye on the very front there. And I did eventually catch the battle cruisers, so I wasn't just completely surprised. So it looks like from the shape of this map, if I put a spore down there and a spore up where I put it in my main, they're gonna block what my opponent can do to get into the base with drops very easily and give me some more advanced warning. Possibly shoot down their medevacs to prevent escape. Yeah, there we go. I saw the battle cruiser jumping.
Your base is under attack again.
So I take some damage. It could have been much worse, but I was already at least a little bit prepared on that front. Hydralisks are actually terrible against battle cruisers. It takes, unless you have 15 or more of them, you really can't use them to fight a battle cruiser, because battle cruisers just have so much armor. And Hydralisks don't deal a ton of damage to the shot. I didn't quite get to the Starcraft use it in time either, which if I had
Our drones are under
could have done that
attack.
sooner and it would have been better.
Our forces are under
Okay,
attack.
though. They barbecue a whole drone line because they pulled my focus, and I should have already had these Verbians over here.
You're engaging the opponent.
Mutation
I didn't
complete.
panic, just kept doing the plan. Verbians, get out of there. I'm not going to even worry about losing 8 Verbians or whatever that is. Like, not throwing a Hydralisk away to a battle cruiser for no reason. Hey, alright. But see, they just get wrecked in small numbers. Especially now that they can moving shot. It's not, does that stun actually make them invulnerable too, or does it only stun them? Because I feel like I wasn't sure on that shot. I'll have to actually look at the patch note and double check that. So I'm keeping my upgrades going. My money's spent right now, so that's good. A little high on gas, but that's okay. It's because my minerals are out of balance from having lost workers in the main.
That mineral field's gone.
And making
Don't
some
spend
extra
it all in
defensive
one place.
structures that I wouldn't be making if there weren't battle cruisers around. I'm trying to fix that. I do see in a little
new
bit here
queen
that my
has
money
emerged.
starts getting pretty high, though. Ideally, I would be having more of an eye on other bases than I do right now. So I see, okay, they do have a third, which I would assume at 8 minutes in, but I should know that sooner. Making just a bunch of queens. Queens are just such a good defensive unit. So I did realize at some point I needed the Spire, and I go, okay, I'll get the Spire to clean up the Broodlords, and then the win
Mineral
condition is
field
going to be to
depleted.
get, after I get the Corruptors, to then make a greater Spire and get them into Broodlords. They're still researching something on that. That is the latest thing of all time. I didn't realize that. Guess that makes sense. You have to delay it a long time if you've made multiple battle cruisers already.
Your forces are taking damage.
I think I'm pumping up too many Banelings together too often. So I'll have to look at that in the future games.
Mutation
It's one of those
complete.
things where if
So
they just walk
creative.
into some tank
We're
fire
running
and
out of
all
minerals
die,
back
it's
home.
so bad. I think I do realize that at some point and send some Zerglings in ahead of them. I did go for the +1 attack for my flyers because, again, the battle cruisers, and I'm making Corruptors to deal with that. Right now I should be putting down a 4th base.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
I'm so late on putting down a 4th base.
Mutation complete.
Because I have a lot of minerals. Yes, these are supplying some shots. I should split off some demons. There we go. Actually did
Our
it.
forces are under attack.
Got a bunch of supply depots, which is good, but I don't know that I should have committed any more there. I didn't go back and look at it, so I guess I got some stuff. Or I didn't go back and, you know, focus on, oh, hey, here's the battle. Like, oh no, I gotta keep producing, keep doing the next stage. Just trying to make enough units on the ground to not die to their ground forces. Got the infestation pit, because I know I gotta get a hive and then a greater spire.
Tumors under attack.
Yeah, that fourth base should have already been completed, or mostly completed by now. So here I did keep in mind that they could try to go up into my main. So I do already have the one static defense there, but I sent the Hydraulics up there to maybe try to snipe the dropship too. And then actually also got the Corruptors to come on over and just kill both medevacs. I don't actually know how much stuff was in them. Could have checked that in the replay. It's super critical. I wanted to go cancel that. I was a quarter second too late to click on it. So I actually did right, not just let my Corruptors get killed by the bio. I even caught some of it with my Exorbium wrapping around the other way, which is nice. See, I don't actually want to chase those because I don't want to chase them with my Corruptors or Hydralisks into just a bunch of tanks. See, I'm now realizing, oh hey, there's the watchtowers. I should have had those for the whole game pretty much already.
We're running out of minerals back home. You're engaging the opponent.
Like putting one Zergling at a watchtower is such a low commitment for so much map vision. Eventually I just go, wait a minute, are we just at the point that I'm overwhelming here? Oh, okay, you're still on 3 bases? Well, I'm just going to try to power up the Hive. Got my 2-2 finishing up. Don't really want to engage yet, except that they have the front door wide open. I do think I do kind of poorly with the Banelings here, though, because I rolled them up to the minerals and I kind of explode them all in a single place instead of dividing them all more before I did that. I got a lot of SCVs, though. Well, couldn't have been that many. Seems like it. 38 workers killed so far this game.
Mineral field depleted.
This is where I should be backing up with my Corruptors. They're standing right, I guess flying right where they can get murdered easily.
Our forces are under attack.
I do at least catch the battle cruisers. I should be going home with them right now.
That mineral field's they're attacking your base, you know.
No, not there.
Our forces are under
Right,
attack.
so they counter brought. That's okay. My forces are humble thing that. It's not big enough to be a threat, really. They get some queens,
Your
but
warriors have engaged the enemy.
my ongoing production catches up. Again, I need to have just taken this base and this base and this base and this base because I'm running out of money. I have a ton of money banked, which means that I don't have the production to keep up because I haven't been either injecting enough or having enough bases to inject. In reality, both. So I can't make enough units to just really run my opponent over like you need to do with the Zerg. Oh, it's so painful. 1500, 1500, 1700, 1700, both gas and minerals. And have I at least injected my bases? Hang on, let me see. No. No. And no. Well, there you go. That's what's doing it. Okay. So I'm making more Corruptors with the thought that I'm going to want Druid Lords and I need to protect them from either battle cruisers or Vikings that my opponent might make. Not that I've seen my opponent make one Viking, but that's what happens when you get to the late game a lot of the time. Still got people
Mineral field
at the
depleted.
watchtower there.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh hey, there's a bio army with some tanks moving out. That's good. I'm going to deal with that. like to save one of my bases, but I knew this base was expendable, and actually putting one there is good because then I can't build it thinks they've got my fourth, but my new fourth is actually above it at
Creature's under
the
attack.
12 o'clock position.
Your forces are taking damage.
And I do realize I don't want to just keep walking into tank volleys when the bio pulls back, so I'll take a couple shots, but don't just
Mineral
throw away my
field
army for
depleted.
that. Because I know the goal here is to get Greater Spire. So don't just needlessly be throwing away the units. That's so many corruptors.
Hey, your base is under attack. It's a trap!
Again, though, I think I need to have gone and double checked that my workers are all mining. I think I still have ones up here doing nothing. Yep. Sure do. And this is where I start getting imbalanced to have a lot more gas. So I never do start 3-3. I never start another upgrade for my flyers, which are things I need to do to play a longer game. And also that goes hand in hand with having the more bases up sooner. I also haven't checked for a long time on if my opponent has some other bases. Like if they had expanded, you know, here and here, that would be very bad for me. See, they have expanded to the closer of the southern bases.
Mineral field depleted.
But you
Geysers
realistically aren't
empty.
breaking a Terran's fourth. They make a planetary at it every time. Go for their production because that's how you can beat. That's how you can win. But that's also why you would expect their army to be there defending it. But so much gas with no minerals because I had idle workers there so long and didn't get more bases or more workers. Speaking of, yeah, I'm only on 56 workers,
You're
and the
under
late
attack.
game,
Siege
as
up.
Zerg, you want to be having 75 or 80.
Your
Like
warriors
realistically
have
80.
engaged the enemy.
Sometimes a little bit less than 80 is okay. So now there's some heavy builds. They're running away with their bio. They're gonna try to come
You're engaging the
flank it,
opponent. We're running out of minerals back.
but I realize in time. So yeah, there's just still no defenses here. I do see they come up to try to. I think they do pick those two Lord Lords, but the other ones I think are too far away for them to realistically not be able to. I don't know. I need to actually deal with that. Good idea. What actually is my opponent's army right now? So a lot came over here. There's some tanks here. Yeah, that's a planetary. Okay, so they did just get this base. Yeah, if this had gone for very much longer, my opponent would have been in a very good position to just pump out a whole new army. They're also floating a ton of resources too. So that could also be if they'd had more production, they could have had a way scarier army in this game. Neither of us is near maxed out. So yeah, just kind of top of their production and that's it. Can't really do anything after that.